Hello. Guess what? I'm at it again. I loved the last book page, a torn book page frame pocket that I made so much. I knew I was going to do another one. I'm going to do it for my Slay Your Own Dragons kit, and I'm going to do a different version. And I thought I would just bring you guys along for the journey. Hope you don't mind being my guinea pigs. But I thought while I'm at it, I'll film it and see if it'll be of any use to you. So I'm going to start with a larger page. I had cut these down for the first one that I did, and this is a good size. But for what I'm going to do this time, I'm going to leave the back one bigger, and I'll show you why. You'll see. And I don't have any images that are already, like ready to go, like the Alice in Wonderland one. Just in case you didn't see that, I'll show you what I mean here. Cute, huh? I love it. I absolutely love it. But there was something that I saw in the 49 Dragonflies YouTube tutorial that I'm dying to try. And then there's something else new that I didn't see that I want to try. So that one's awesome and fun. But this one, I'm going to try something else. And in the Alice in Wonderland, there was plenty of pictures already printed on the pages that would work. In this kit, all of the images are larger, and I don't see that working how I want it to. So I'm just going to use one of the ATC cards that comes in the kit, and I will link to this kit below in the description if you would like it. I just love this image. This is one of my favorite images in this kit, and I think I'm going to use that as the background picture. But before I put that down, I'm going to start playing around with the book pages. So this is going to be my bottom one. So I want it to be the largest. I'm going to rip the edges, the outside edges this time, and in addition to the inside edge. So the outside needs to be bigger, and the inside needs to be the smallest of the three. Does that make sense? Let's just go for it, and maybe it'll make sense to you in just a second here. So I'm gonna just rip all the way. Not sure I need it quite this big. Let me see. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. Okay, that's good. And let's see, like the middle-ish. And this, I had mentioned in the last one, these book pages are very thin, so they're ripping very nice and easy. But if you have thicker paper that you're working with, a trick that I saw on the 49 Dragonflies video was she sprayed the middle with some paper, and she still kind of cut and gave herself a start, but the paper, it just ripped right off with the wet paper. It ripped really easy. But with this book page, this very, very thin book page, I'm having no trouble at all. Okay, that needs to be much bigger. I'm afraid I'm going to do too much, so I'm going slowly but surely. But you're picking up what I'm laying down, right? Okay. I think that'll work. Do I want the saying? Yeah, I think I do. I'll make it taller. Yes. Okay, that works. That works. Okay, so now I'm going to do this one. I'm going to rip, well, let me rip the edges. All right, so it's going to sit perfect. Yes. Okay, so it's smaller than this edge, but then I want the middle to be larger than this circle. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So I'm going to put it kind of how it's going to be, flip it over, use my pencil to kind of give myself that visual of where this hole is. And then I'm going to make this hole slightly larger than where I marked. Roughly, I would say 1/4 of an inch. Okay, let's see. This would be a little bit longer. Because I have limited space, I'm trying to be really careful because this last one I'm going to not have as much space to work with. But I think that will be okay. Maybe a little bit wider. A little bit wider. Gosh, not too much. Okay, I think I'm just going to keep it at that because there's going to be another step that's going to actually affect things. I'm not sure if I should do that now or later. I'm going to do it now just so I have an idea. All right, so this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take the edge, the torn edge, and roll it up just a little bit. Rolling it is maybe not the right word because it's not really going to roll. But I want to bend it up to give it a little bit of a 3D-ish effect. It looked really neat. This is one of the things that the 49 Dragonflies video showed. And it looked really, really neat. And she was doing it in like a kind of like a woodlands journal or a meadow. Yeah, she made it more of a meadow theme. And it just looked really neat. And I thought it would look really cool with this more medievally themed journal that I'm doing. So I'm gonna give it a try. Now it will make you, again, depending on the thickness of your paper, it will bulk up the page a little bit. But I'm not too worried about this one because, like I said, these book pages are really thin. So, okay. So now, I don't want that one. I think I want this one, the walnut stain. The question is, should I have inked it before or after I rolled it? Let's see. I think after is working just fine. And then as I'm inking it, I can continue to kind of manipulate those edges and kind of bend them back with the brush as well. That's working out pretty well. Kind of looks like a hole was burnt in the book page. Kind of looks like charred, burned. Ooh, like an arrow shot through it maybe or something. I don't know. Now I'm just getting nerdy. Because she's shooting arrows, right? Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Okay, let's see here. Get the edges really nice and dark. I do have a darker brown that I could put on, but we'll see. Let me see first with this one. And let me ink the outer edges too real quick here. Okay. I think I like that quite a bit. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Okay, guys, this is starting to look pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, so we're going to do one more layer. One more layer. Oh, I didn't do the outside. You'll be able to see that better. But I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Make this outer edge smaller and the inner edge bigger. I'm not going to have a whole lot of room to play with. So I will do this off camera and I'll be right back. All right, my lovelies, I'm back. So what I ended up doing, the very last one, I didn't have enough room to play with. Like, there's not really much room to roll it. So I'm just leaving that one flat. And I did play a little bit more with rolling these edges up. And I did end up doing another layer of a darker brown. This is much deeper, darker. And I like the combination of the two. I think it gives it that much more depth. So anyway, just wanted to let you know. Now, if you were doing a larger version of this and you had more room on the sides to work with, then you could make roll the edges of that and you'd have more room to play with as well. But I'm going to make this work for me the way I have it. So now my question is, do I want it on this page? Because the page itself is a little dark and I really want that to stand out. It's not bad. Hang on, I think I've got some lighter coffee stained. Yeah, that really pops, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Or even on one of those pages. No, I want to stick to the coffee stained. Yeah, that's not bad either. Goodness gracious, now I don't know. Either darker or lighter, but the in-between one, not so much. Maybe the darker one. I'm changing my mind as I speak. Ooh, that's very dark. Either one of these. You know what? I think I like that. I like that. Okay, so then I'm going to glue this image down. And I'm not going to make it a pocket. I decided, not like the other, the Alice in Wonderland one, where I could take a tag off in and out. I really kind of want this to be its own thing. So I'm going to just leave it as a frame. But I do want to, here, let me get this. As I'd mentioned before, I like to keep my journal unbound until I'm done with it, so I can do these sorts of things easier where it's nice and flat. So the other question, like I had the little extra 3D little dudes stuck in here in between the layers. I think I'd like to do that again, to be honest. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. I don't really have anything small enough except maybe this dragon, the smaller guy. And then I do have a smaller floral thing. Maybe a tower. All right. Hang on. Let me fussy cut a few things and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I fussy cut out the little dragon guy and the little floral fruity stuff and then a banner. Now, I have decided I think it would look better to have like fussy cuts in between if it was like a floral thing. I think for our purposes here, I tried it. It doesn't look good. First of all, he covers up that, but he just doesn't look great when he's tucked in between the layers. So I'm just going to leave it. Just make a note that if you're doing any kind of a floral thing, that looks really pretty, having flowers stick up in between the layers. Great. Now I won't have to do a third one. Oh, goodness. Well, like I have to. Anyway, so I'm going to leave it without any embellishments sticking out in between. But I really do like this banner, and I kind of like him on it. And then I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do this little guy on top with, you guessed it, cheesecloth. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and glue. Yeah, I'm going to glue these girls down in the middle. Okay, get them down so they don't move around while I'm trying to work with the other stuff. So, okay. So let's start with putting these two together. Yeah. And you know what? Because this is such thin paper, I think I'm going to use a glue stick this time. Because sometimes the art glue, you can see the streaks of what am I trying to say? The little patterns that I do with the glue when the paper is really thin. I don't know. It seems like sometimes it just shows through a little bit too much. So I think this will work better actually. Okie dokie. Oh, I just love these book pages. I love old book pages. Yes, I do. Okay, that works well. And then this guy, make sure it's all, yeah. But there's so so little room to play with on this one. I'm going to get my protective scrap paper out. And try not to get my hands too sticky. Ah, so delicate. Okay. Oh, I'm doing this off camera, aren't I? Or off frame. Let me move all this up here. Okay. Oops. Did I get it sticky enough? Yeah, okay. Awesome. Okay, that works. And it's not as soggy as the other one was when I did the other one. The paper was a little bit soggy for a while. It still worked out okay though, but all right, now actually it's a little bit big. I see the edge peeking out. But I think it'll blend in okay. And then once I put that down, oh yeah, his wing will cover it up. Okay. Okay, well, let me go ahead and put this guy down. Just a little floral. Like that. But let me get some of this pretty green cheesecloth that kind of goes with it. Yep. Okay. All right, so let me just bunch it up and see what happens here. If I make a, ooh, what if I have it drape over the edges? Oh yes, okay. All right, let me get it in the middle. And then see if it'll just drape. I think it'll just drape on its own. Not sure I have to glue any other points down, but we'll see. Oh, yes. I like it. Okay. So now we will glue. Make sure it's a little bit, it's like, oh wow, it's just fitting into the width of there. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yep. Again, because this, well, we're going to use the glue stick, but this is thick enough now where I think this one will probably work better because I do want it to stick really good now. And the beautiful thing about art glitter glue, if you don't know, you don't need much of it. And it's potent. Potent, I tell you. All right, so I need to make sure I get it right pretty quickly. Excuse me, maybe see the top of my head for a minute here to get sure about the placement. Okay. Yes. Yep. Actually, it's a little bit, but since it's a fussy cut, I can take some of the edging off. make it a little bit smaller. Okay. Perfect. All right. Hey, what do you guys think? I think that turned out pretty stinking cool. Kind of really lends itself to the medieval theme too. Because if you don't know, I'm a medieval nerd. Yes, I am. And I'm proud of it. So anyway, all right. So this is my version 2 of the torn book page frame without the pocket this time. So there you go. See what you can come up with. Maybe you can come up with another little tactic or a little scheme to make it look, really cool too. Make it your own. So let me get all my things, all my glues capped and put away. And there you go. And I'm going to stare at this for a while because I think it's beautiful. All right, you guys, have a good rest of your day. Bye.